Hey everybody, welcome to another DVD and Blu-ray update. I know it's been a little while since I've done my last couple videos, but it's just been pretty nuts. My life has been like just non-stop busy and doing videos for Nerd Fellas, and then work is just constant, and it's full time, so it ranges anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week, and it's nuts. So bear with me, guys. But I did want to get this out of the way, a DVD and Blu-ray update. I've gotten these in the last month, maybe month and a half, and I'm kind of shocked at the amount of movies I actually picked up. Still, I still pick up. So yeah, let's just get right into it, guys. I did a video on this, and I want to see that it's on my channel. Fuck, I don't even know. Yeah, it's on my channel. It's of course the BVS Batman vs Superman Steelbook from Best Buy. It's really nice. If you guys wanted like an in-depth look at it, it's pretty legit. It's the 2 disc or 3 discs edition, but yeah. So yeah, I have like a whole video where I just talk about this, and then of course the Digibook edition as well. Lenticular cover, really nice. Definitely, it's a very nice Digibook, so I'm a big fan. Next thing. Some of these are a little older, so yeah, it's been about maybe a month, like 2 months really. But a couple of weeks ago, I went to Best Buy. They had a sale going on. It was buy or 3 for $20, and in those movies they had a couple of trilogies and 2-packs, and so I was like, okay, so really I got like 7 movies for $20. This is the only one that was just one movie, and that is Creative Control. Now, I had never heard of this, but the cover alone was really intriguing to me. I look at the back. It looks like it was shot in black and white. I look at some of the actors. I'm like, well, I don't really know anyone, but, I do recognize, Nora, I don't know how to say her last name, but she, like, the reason I recognize her the most, and her right there, is because she's actually from El Paso, and she actually went to a school here, so I'm like, that's cool. And then it just looked interesting, and I ended up really liking this movie a lot. This movie is very weird. It's very hipster, I guess you could say, very indie, but it reminded me of the movie Her. You really need if you're kind of like looking for something out there, like just different, this is a really good movie to watch. So I'd definitely go take a look at Creative Control. So a couple weeks back, of course, if you guys collect Blu-rays, you know that Barnes and Noble and Criterion Collection had a sale. It was, I believe, half off on everything, and of course, it's hard to not want to take advantage of that, because for the most part, these films are about $40 for Blu-ray for one movie, and I can't really bring myself to pay that unless it's something very rare or something that I really want, and I won't, and I'm not gonna wait for it to, like, for the sale. But of course, I did pick up a couple, not too many, but I got Francis Ha. Now, I've heard a lot about this. I haven't seen it yet, but I have heard a lot. And this was like a movie that I really did want to see. So I love it. I love independent I love independent film, and so this is definitely one of those movies that's like that. In fact, I think this is both a DVD and Blu-ray edition. That's weird. I didn't know that Criterion was doing that. So there's a Blu-ray and a DVD in here of the same movie. That's pretty cool. The other one I have, now I already had this on Blu-ray, but I really wanted to pick this up because it's one of my favorite Wes Anderson films, and of course that is Moonrise Kingdom. Oh, it's kind of blown out right there. Kind of see it right there. So Moonrise Kingdom, it's so good. I remember watching this when it first came out, and just take a look at that. It's just weird, man. Like, I love this whole Wes Anderson style. You know how he always, chooses colors and a color palette that's very strange, but I really love it. But yeah, this is a really nice addition, so I'm really glad I picked this up. And, Moonrise Kingdom. Take a look at the back there a little bit. Beautiful addition. Another one is a film that a lot of people love, or it also gets overlooked a lot because it's one of his earlier films. We're talking about David Fincher, and he made this movie called The Game, with Michael Douglas, and I believe Sean Penn's in the movie. But this is a movie I've always wanted to see, and I've never gotten to see it. I remember, as a, when I would buy DVDs and Blu-rays, I'd always see it on DVD, and there was like a puzzle, and I'm like, oh, that looks weird, but it didn't really interest me. And then, so all these years I still haven't seen it, but I definitely I picked it up because it just looked awesome. So another two movies I'm going to show here are steelbooks. I believe these are from Best Buy, and I don't know if they're available anywhere else other than Best Buy, but these are really cool. I spoke about this on the one of the Nerdfellas videos, and it's Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Now these are steelbooks. These are super nice, super detailed. Let's just take a look at Ghostbusters 1 for a second, and let's just flip that around. Okay, so on the inside, you have, I guess, I don't know, he never really had a name, but I guess he has a name now, Rowan. But, like the logo, it's cool. And, of course, take a look at that awesome artwork. It's beautiful. So, I love Ghostbusters. It's one of my favorite films as a kid. And, honestly, I did see the new movie, and I thought I was going to hate it. I ended up really liking it. So, you guys, if you guys haven't checked it out, I definitely would recommend it. It's not going to be better than Ghostbusters, especially if you hold it in a really nostalgic place. But it made me laugh, and I had a lot of fun. And to me, that was enough. So here's the second one, and you can see the logo for the second movie. I thought these glowed. I don't think they do. They're just kind of there. So whatever. But the River of Slime, that is awesome. This is probably, I don't know. I can't really choose which one's my favorite because I love both. I love both versions of these steelbooks. They're just beautiful. A movie, actually these I just picked up this week, or this past week, The Jungle Book. This thing is amazing. It looks beautiful, and to find out that really everything in the movie is not real, they built a couple of mini sets, not really sets, but like branches and some grass, and that's about it. But everything else is blue screen and green screen, and it's holy crap, it's incredible. Uh, and the movie, the story is very similar to the animated Jungle Book, but I had so much fun with this. It's so beautiful to look at. So I'm really glad I picked up the Jungle Book. Another movie I got, and I honestly really like this movie a lot. Shane Black, he's not like when he made Iron Man 3, I was not a fan. I really wasn't. But watching this movie, The Nice Guys, which was actually really awesome, it kind of made me want to go back to watch part 3 and rewatch it in a new perspective, because I didn't hate the movie. I just, like, oh, okay, this is part of the MCU. It doesn't really fit in the MCU all that well, but it's a good movie, especially if you're looking at it through the perspective that it's directed by oh my god, what's his name? Shane Black. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? It's 3 a.m, so you can, whatever. But I really did like it. Another one I got this week, Star Wars Rebels season 2. Oh my god, this thing is so good. I remember watching it. I was watching it as it's rare when I actually don't watch TV shows at all much, especially week to week. I usually watch them. I'll binge the whole thing, but Rebels was one that I was watching every week. And there's a couple episodes that I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks. But for the most part, there's a lot of great episodes in this. The music's great. The last couple episodes are insane. Some stuff goes down, and it's incredible. And so I'm a big fan of Rebels. Definitely check it out. I'm really looking forward to seeing Rogue One. I'm hoping that they kind of blend a little bit between the show and the movie. Somehow, some way, something. I would love to just see some of these characters in live action. Another TV show that I do not watch. In fact, I haven't even seen the first season yet, but I already picked up season 4. And we were talking about Arrow season 4. This is from Best Buy. It's a steelbook. It's really nice. I'm just gonna take these out real quick. All right, and it's generic. Artwork. Like literally, there is no artwork. It's just kind of generic. But the steelbook's really nice. And it looks like a comic a little bit. It's like more of a drawing. And I really like it. So I just need to sit down and, take the time to watch, Arrow. It's just, I remember watching the very first episode and I was just like, it's okay. And then I never bothered watching the rest of it, and that's my fault. So, a movie that came out last year. So this one I actually picked up like a few months ago, but I didn't pick it up right when it came out, which is The Big Short. Awesome movie. It kind of makes you mad watching that movie, just seeing everything that happened, seeing all the people lose their homes and people taking advantage of that, and it sucks. It really does. It just kind of it really opens your eyes to like a lot of stuff that goes on, and it really sucks. But it's a great movie. I loved it. It was really good. Another movie that I picked up was The Green Room. Now, I haven't seen Blue Ruin, and I hear it's really good. The Green Room was good. I didn't love it. I remember seeing the cover to Blue Ruin and saying, "Holy crap, what is this?" It looked like a throwback. It looked like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was a movie that I was like, I want to see that really bad, and I just haven't been able to get my hands on it yet. Especially with the slipcover, I think that's kind of harder to find. But the Green Room was okay. Like I was, it was okay. I was not a big fan. Of course, we have Anton Yelchin, which is one of his last performances. Of course, he was also in Star Trek, so I haven't seen that either. But he was great in the movie, and so was Patrick Stewart. He's actually really scary in the movie. A movie I've actually been looking for years, and I've never bought it, or I never just picked it up when it was around. But I'm glad I picked this version up. It's Manhunter. This is an awesome slipcover. It's from Shout Factory. Oh, it's Scream Factory. Is that not Shout Factory? It is Shout Factory, but I'm guessing the horror films, they call it Scream Factory or whatever. Very awesome cover. It's super nice. It comes with the director's cut and the theatrical cut. Now, I began to watch. Okay, so no wonder I didn't even really read it. I began to watch the director's cut, and I was like, okay, well, I'm as I'm watching it, I'm like, and it's in the very beginning. I'm like, some of this footage looks really shitty, like really shitty. So the director's cut, it's not rated. It's in HD with standard definition inserts. So there are certain scenes that just kind of goes from high def to standard def, and I don't know. I mean, if you want to watch the director's cut and that's the only way they were able to present it, I understand. To me, it was taking me out of the movie a lot because I started watching it and it just kept looking really crappy, and I'm like, oh, this looks bad, and I just kind of gave up because it was weird. Like I don't think I can go from like one quality to another just like that. So I don't know. I'll watch the theatrical cut, but I was kind of hoping that the director's cut was gonna be all in high def. So oh well. Next thing I got was Midnight Special. Amazing film. Super crazy. I really like this director, Jeff Nichols. I remember he directed Mud. What else did he do? Mud, Take Shelter. I didn't see Take Shelter, but I hear it's really good. So I picked that up, and it's a great movie. I really loved it. A movie I picked up at Big Lots for like $5 or less. It might have been $3, and it's a big disappointing film. I actually haven't seen it yet, but I'm actually kind of hesitant. We're talking about Old Boy. The reason I've heard not good things about this movie, and it sucks because I love Spike Lee and I love Old Boy, but those two, I guess, didn't blend too well. We'll see though, because I am interested in seeing it. But I don't know. I'm kind of like gonna lower some of those expectations. The other thing I got was Independence Day, the newer, release, 20th anniversary edition, and I hadn't seen this movie in years, and when I watched it, I didn't realize that Will Smith doesn't come into the movie until about 30 minutes in. And I'm like, holy crap. So to me, in reality, this isn't a Will Smith movie. Yet back then, that's all you can think of. So that's pretty cool. I did not watch Resurgence or whatever it was called, and I just heard really bad things about it, like really bad things. But who knows? The other movie I picked up, which was awesome, I loved it, Zootopia, for the kids. It's awesome. Even if you're just like a big kid and you want to watch it, it's really fun, really funny. Definitely check it out. Another movie that I picked up, and this was also in the 3 for 20, Sex Tape. I started watching it and I got about 17 minutes in and it was so boring. So I don't know. I might have to go back in and rewatch it, but to me it was super boring. So we'll see. We're almost done, guys. Okay, one of those films that were the 3 for 20 and it was a trilogy pack was the Blomkamp collection or whatever. Now, I personally loved District 9 and I liked Elysium. I didn't love it, but I liked it. And I heard that Chappie isn't that great, but I haven't seen it. I would like to watch it, so I guess we'll see what happens with that. But I really do like this little edition. It's really nice. You open it up and we got Chappie right off the back. Then it's mostly like a book, some art from the movie. It's really cool. And then you get to so it's a lot. It's like it's art from the book and everything. You get to the back and you got District 9 and Elysium. Now I believe these are the exact same copies as the original Blu-rays, so I don't think you're getting anything new except Chappie, unless you don't have that movie. But it's a nice little addition. Another movie I picked up, and I think I might have already shown this or not. I'm not really sure. It Follows, but I got the steelbook. This steelbook's really nice. I picked this up at. I believe it was at Best Buy, but I've seen it. I've also seen this at Target. Wow, what is wrong with me? But it's the same edition. So if you already have the other one and you don't really want the steelbook, you're not missing out. This doesn't have a digital copy, so and the original one does, so I don't know. You kind of got to trade off there. Like, do I really care about a digital copy or do I want a steelbook? I went with the steelbook because I really love steelbooks. Next thing I got was Bad Boys 1 and 2. Now, you can see that, of course, it's the 20th anniversary edition. It's Michael Bay at his best or worst, however you want to put that. But it's crazy to think that this movie came out 20 years ago. I remember the first one more than the second. The second one, I remember something about Cuba or a drug lord, or I really don't know. But man, I know that the third one's coming out. Joe Carnahan, of course, he's made a couple of my favorite movies like The Gray, but then also he also made Shoot 'Em Up, which is fun, but I didn't love that movie. So we'll see what happens with Bad Boys 3. It's almost like he's kind of like the perfect person to make that movie. We're almost there, guys. 3 more. Last thing, or one of the last things I got, Purge Anarchy. I got this for $6 at FYE, I believe. I only got it because I I kind of held off on it. I do have the first one. I was kind of looking forward to the third one, but I had never seen the second one, so I picked it up. And also, I keep hearing that the third one's not that great either. So I don't know what to say. Another movie that I got was Bone Tomahawk. Now, Kurt Russell looks kind of like Russell Crowe a little bit, but no, not really. I heard this is a great movie, and I honestly can't wait to see it. Although I love Patrick Wilson, and I'm not a big fan of Matthew Fox because I like really never watched anything he did. But I mean, this is a this I keep hearing it's great, so I guess we'll see. Last but not least, actually no, we have one more thing after this thing I'm showing you. Jumanji, picked this up. It was part of the 3 for $20 deal. A great, oh man, it just brings back so much nostalgia, and of course, you know, Robin Williams. It's really sad that he's no longer with us, but of course, they are continuing the story with The Rock, so that should be interesting. So we'll see how that works. But Jumanji, got that. Now, last but certainly not least. Oh my goodness, it's freaking heavy. You're probably wondering, Martin, why did you say this was a DVD and Blu-ray update when really you're just showing me Blu-rays? Well, friend, you'd be right. You'd definitely be right if I, didn't also pick this up. Full House. The complete series. Now, I don't really know why I picked it up. I haven't watched Full House in a very long time. And in fact, I watched Fuller House and it was not good. Like, I really didn't like it. Some parts were kind of funny. And then other was like, was this show really like this? And I'm like, yeah, it really was. So I saw it sitting there at Walmart, and I've seen it for months, and it was the only one, and it had been sitting there for months, just kind of waiting for someone to pick it up. And well, I am kind of a fan of nostalgia. I mean, I love old shows. I love going back to my childhood, and this is definitely one of those things, and it's freaking heavy. So it's kind of like The House, of course, Full House. Got the picture of the family in the back, Danny Tanner, and kids, and it's a bunch of tiny little, cases. It's all the, seasons 1 through 8, 8 seasons. So that's nuts to think that it went on that long. Oh my goodness, but yes, so this was a DVD and Blu-ray update because there's a DVD in this. But that's it, guys. Man. Yeah, we'll see how long this video is. Now there's still a couple of stacks out there. I kind of recorded one of them, and then I don't know if I accidentally deleted it, so it's kind of a mess right now. I was actually kind of thinking of just making one big ass video and just going through all like 100 titles. I don't even know how many titles there is, and I'll even include this into that just epic, gigantic update. So look out for that in the near future. But of course, thank you guys for watching. Of course, subscribe, like, comment down below. Let me know what you guys liked from the pile of Blu-rays and what you guys didn't, what you guys think of the movies, and what, let's just have a little cool conversation. I was actually kind of going back through some old videos of mine and it's crazy the amount of comments I got on just random DVD and Blu-ray updates. Just you'd see it, and then it's just like a thread, which was awesome, and I missed that. So please comment down below. Let's have another little little thread of comments there. But of course, thank you guys for watching once again. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever you guys want to do. Add me on Facebook. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching. I've said that like 3 times already. Bye-bye.